I hope you are able to see the screen. Santosh, you are able to see? Okay, so yeah, this is the screen that you see when you log in. So as soon as you try to log in, so basically you are going to get, let me admit other people who are trying to join in. We have about 6 people now. So basically what you would do is you will click on the URL, and then that URL goes to the software that is deployed specifically for you. So as you see, right, this is a full-fledged software helping you manage the entire university as a whole. So that means you can even define multiple colleges and manage in the system. So this configuration is completely customizable. You can have it configured the way you like. You can have your different images that you like, your different announcements, the useful links, the collections, the information. If you want it for the configure for the library, you can configure for the library. If you want to configure for the admissions, you can configure for admissions, fees, and so on. So completely the whole thing is customizable when you get Easylib. So, okay. So the front end screen, as soon as you log in, right? As soon as you come in, it looks like this. So you basically log in either as an admin. So it could be the college admin that includes the system administrator, the chief information officer, even principal, head of the department. They all can have the admin access. And the students will be logging in as a member. When it comes to my vendors, so that's all your suppliers can log in, because Easylib has a feature wherein you are able to create a request for proposal, send it, the vendors will be able to log in and then add a quotation. So that way you don't even have to take the quotations in Excel format, type in, compare one by one and so on. The software will help you in the entire process. So we have about 6 people. That's pretty good. So, okay, so let me go over here. So now as you log in here, right? So this is, I have just logged in as an administrator. Okay. So when you log in, you are able to see all these modules. So this is the combined system for the library and also the campus administration. So you are able to see the whole setup here. So let me go in the, we have grouped them in different parts. The first part, let's say, is system health. Okay. So what is the system health and the API means is that typically a software is does a certain things, but you may have multiple other software. So this API is related to connecting those multiple softwares. So what we have done is when developing Easylib, we kept in mind that okay, Easylib is going to do certain things, and the other systems will do something else, something else, something else, and so on. So Easylib should be able to talk to them, and those people should be able to talk to Easylib. So that is how we have got this API. So if you are using the RFID is one of them, you may have remote log, easy access, easy proxy, and so on, or you may have some other software for different function. So all of them can talk to Easylib. So there is no one system in the world which will do everything. So that's why it's important that the software that you implement meets those standards, and as interoperability is taken care. So we have made sure that Easylib is developed, keeping that in the mind. So that is the API part. We can go in detail when we deploy it, but just sufficient understanding is sufficient. This much is sufficient. Okay. Now, coming to this, what does this inventory management it means? So when you are managing the entire university or the campus, right? So it has got lot of items, including your own material. So a college will have, a university will have 10 colleges, and each of the 10 colleges will have let's say 20 to 50 classrooms, and each of the classroom has a computer, about a few hundred computers. There will be fans, there will be air conditioner, there will be hundreds of laptops, computer, lab equipments, and so on. So all of that is need to be managed, and Easylib has the feature for managing your complete inventory, what you have got in your organization. Okay. So going further that apart from the inventory, so there is a something called as a service desk module over here. What does this service desk means is, so when you have so many computers, so the computers require service. You have got so many buildings require service, right? or your staff may have requests. Okay, somebody may require stationery, somebody else may require the teaching material, or the students will have some request, or somebody opens a ticket, has a request for maintaining a certain area and so on. So Easylib software provides an ability wherein all of your faculty, students, your vendors, visitors, all of them can open a ticket for these certain items. So you have got so many inventory, and each of them, when it requires a maintenance, you give your ability to open a ticket. Say, for example, anatomy department. Okay, this gentleman, yes, so and so gentleman, open a ticket saying that, okay, for his department, he needs stationery. Okay, he is probably the head of the department. He's opened the ticket, and this ticket, once it is assigned, gives the administrator ability to assign to whoever he wants. That's why you are seeing the different status saying that, okay, it's a new one, I want to assign it to somebody, it's responded, and I am going to assign it to, and let's say this is the medium priority. So let's say this is in the department, and you can assign to so and so person over here. So it's already assigned to 126, so submit it. Okay, so now when this gentleman ESPL 126 logs in, he could be the facilities in charge, he should be the could be the building in charge. When they log in, they get an alert saying that, okay, so and so ticket has been opened, and they need to take action on that. Okay, so they would even get an SMS. Okay, let me admit some people over here. Sorry. Okay, so they would even get an SMS saying that so and so ticket has been opened, and so action needs to be taken. So if you see here, right? So here you are seeing that, okay, there are about 30 tickets opened on different areas, including somebody requires a stationery, fan requires cleaning, the washroom requires something, some maintenance, the okay testing purpose, and so on. Different tickets are created. And in fact, in Easylib also, we have got we use the same system for our tracking purpose. The look and feel may be different. When you become our customer, whenever you need any service, whether in terms of the training, you want a new module to be enabled, or some other service request, you simply click on support, and the software automatically logs into your system, where you get to see only your tickets. And when you have a request, you can simply click on new ticket and enter all those details. And if you happen to have already opened a ticket, what you can do is you can simply go to your tickets and see the list of all the tickets that you have opened. Okay, so now the service desk module within Easylib helps your students be able to open the tickets for you. Okay, so let me go back over here. So then there is something called a project management module. What it means is that you will be able to come up with a new projects for your organization. Okay, so somebody says that, okay, we are going to do the alumni data enrichment. As an organization with about 10 or 20 years of history, you will have a few thousands of alumni, right? So Easylib software provides an ability where you maintain all the 20,000 alumni data over in Easylib. Okay, so now if you go here, you simply create a student ID for each of them, and we simply call it as, let's say, member. So when you see here, right, here you, for all your alumni, create a different profile. So here the regular students can be the students, professor, the current professors, current students, and so on. And the alumni will be simply saying that, okay, alumni over here, okay, alumni. And all the alumni data can be maintained over here. And those alumni will have access only to the alumni related functions when they log in. Okay, so now if you see here, right, so we have loaded something like 32,000 students data. So what we have done is we have tried to simulate a system. Okay, somebody is waiting in the lobby. Let me, okay. I wish automatically it allows. So let's see how many people are there. Okay, quite a more than dozen people in the system. That's very good. Sir, Dr. N. Krishnaswamy is there, Sarika, Pratima, Kavya, Alark, Rajeshri, Yoga Lakshmi. Good to have all of you. Okay. So now coming back over here, showing the demonstration. Okay, so the system is as real as it could be, because when we developed the system for the university, we made sure that we test it with the volume of the data any university will have. So 32,000 data is already populated in this system, the sample data generated. Okay, there are quite a few reports you can get, customized reports. When you go over here, you can get the reports. Okay, show me only the students who got admission in 2016, 17 or different year. Okay, so you want to get a, you can build a different one specific condition, refine it further, take the report and then export into Excel, HTML or whatever format you want, and use it for additional purposes. Okay. So this was the member module. So we are going in a flow as it goes. So that's why you're seeing that, okay, I am going from one module, not necessarily in sequence. So when it comes to the project management module, right? So as an organization, you may be coming up with so many new projects. Okay, alumni data enrichment. So you want to come up with a magazine publication. So you define magazine publication. And what you do is in that, you define what are the activities to be taken care. Okay, and manage that. Say, for example, here, basic deployment checklist for Navodaya Medical College. So we use our software for our own purpose also. So what it means is that when we deploy software for a new client, okay, so this is the new client, Navodaya Medical College using Easylib software, right? So when we click, we have defined a project plan. So to say that the software is working smooth, these are the 32 items that we complete for that particular organization. So it includes, okay, go to this screen and test it out, go to this screen and test it out, import the student data, import the periodical data, import the circulation data, and so on. So this is the sample data that we have fed. And as the activities are completed, each of them is marked as completed. We get a complete dashboard. Okay, this is the project, these are the activities to be completed, and these are the activities which are open. So you get to see, okay, this particular project 60% complete, 40% is open, and which are the activities to make sure that, okay, the remaining 40% are completed. So if you see here, right, it makes sure that the software gives you ability to thoroughly manage your operations over here. So that is the power of the information technology. You can see here. So in Easylib, when we design a software, we make sure that the software is meeting your current requirement, as well as you can use it for the next 1 or 2 decades without much changes. So that is the philosophy with which we have designed the software. A proof of that is our Easylib system for the libraries. Many of our customers who started using Easylib back in 2001, 2002, at that time, some of the modules look to be very advanced. Okay, now even after 20 years also they are very relevant. They are being used. Some of them may be the periodicals module, the digital library module. The look and feel may be different, but the software is designed such that it will stand for years and even decades together. So as of today, our oldest customer, um, which was called as a Golden Valley Institute of Technology in Kolar Goldfields. Now it's called Dr. Timmaya Institute of Technology. It's the 23rd year of using Easylib. Okay, and they recently even upgraded from our old version to the newer version also. Okay, so now coming back for the campus ERP, we want to make sure that you have a similar kind of experience. Once you deploy software, you shouldn't have to keep on changing the software. Once you deploy, your software should run smooth for decades together. Okay, so now this is the project management module that I showed, which helps you define the projects, assign to the different owners, track what projects are getting completed. Okay, so now I can go further down on the different items over here. Let me now get started with the core of the campus administration feature. So first it starts with the establishment module. What do you do in the establishment module? You define different colleges in your organization. You are a university with 10 colleges, you define these 10 colleges in the system. When you define these 10 colleges in the system, software makes sure that all the data is at one place, but at the same time, it's not mixed. So somebody who has who wants to operate on a certain particular college is able to operate only on that particular college without having to worry too much about the other colleges data. So now here is the data of about 20 colleges that we have fed. You can see here, this is the management college, medical college, dental college, management, Easylib Academy, our own training institute, law college. This is the school, Madhav Kripa School, one of our clients in Manipal under Mahe, degree college, engineering, and so on. So we fed the data of the different colleges in Easylib to make sure that Easylib can handle the different requirements of different colleges. Okay, so this is the testing that we have done. Institute detail, give the address, phone number, and all that. Okay, Now establishment strategy. So now what we have done in Easylib is that this software is designed such that it can work as per the academic year. Say for example here 22, 21, 20, right? So now 21, 22, this is your admission. Okay. So 22, 23, we have fed this much of the data. The previous year, this much of the data. So that way, the master data is same. So once we have a student enter into the system, the first year, the master data doesn't change. Only what changes is what class he is studying now, what grade he is in, what section he is in, what are the subjects that he is studying, what are the marks that he has got in each of them, and so on. So all of them are possible to see in this software here. So for example, 2020-21 Karnataka Institute of Management. Okay, this is a sample data, so you can see some, the institute engineering is offered in the management and so on. 40 students. Which are the 40 students? I simply click and these are the 40 students. So we added some data, deleted some data. That's why you see this null and all that. But otherwise, this is the master data of the student. So and so number you have given, member name, what was the enrollment date, and so on. So we have also a facility wherein you can assign a temporary member ID, and when you get a real member ID, the university member ID, the entire software, all the places, it will replace it with the new member ID. Okay, so you can see here. This is the admission statistics for that particular academic year. It can keep going as per the subsequent years also. Okay. So now if you see what is this class statistics, what it means is that, so when we deploy the software for a, let's say, school, you take admission once a day. Whereas when it comes to either PUC, 12th grade, or the degree college and engineering medical, you take the attendance as per particular class. Okay. So the attendances happens with the class. And now let's say take one more scenario. So first year of engineering, all the students will study the same subjects, right? So second year, third year, there are different branches, the third semester, fourth semester, and so on. Mechanical will have different set of subjects, electronics different, computer science different, and so on. But when it comes to seventh and eighth semester, even within the computer science branch, the students will have different electives here, right? So what we have done is we have given you the ability to track the admissions, the enrollment, the subjects what they are studying, the timetable, attendance, the tests, academic assignments, examination in a hierarchical level. So you can take the things at the class level, admission at the class level, the entrance, the attendance at the class level. Then you can go at the grade level, class level, elective level, and so on. So it can go as a depth as possible over here. The way how we have developed the system is that we have got the inputs from different sources. Quite a few medical engineering colleges, we worked them, got the requirements, designed the system. Plus, we downloaded a lot of these tenders, RFPs, from some of the top institutes in the world, including engineering, medical, total university, and designed the software such that it meets their requirement. So this is the course of statistics, class statistics that you are seeing over here. Okay. Now, then admissions, right? So you want to get the admission. You define what you are going to take, then you start with the admissions here. So you can take the admissions. Here, if I say Bharatiya Vidya Kendra Sirnoor, B first semester, how many applications are submitted, how many accepted, how many are waiting, and so on. So again, you can see it for the different colleges, different, or if you want to see that the entire university level, you can see that as well over here. If you see here, right? Grade section, okay, how many students B for semester submitted 17, and how many are accepted, 11 have been accepted, and all that you can see here. Okay, so application entry, this is the complete list of who all have submitted. There's 42 students, right? So this is sample data. So as far as the admissions, this one is concerned, it's accessible from outside, so they don't even have to log in. So you can combine, you can just take this URL and then put this link accessible from your college website, wherein the students can go here. If they have already submitted the application, they can click and then go detail, or they can click on this admission. So application form, they fill this, which institute they want to take the admission, academic year, grade, first name, last name, date of birth, so parents information, academic information. Then you go down below further, you will see the details of the classes, and other details over here. So, mark sheet they can enter, their entrance examination details. A lot of these can be entered here. So once this is entered, right? So this is all visible to you in the admissions module. So we have, while you do that, you also have the ability to set up the fees, right? The fees goes, definitely you will have the fees at the college level. Then every year you may modify the fees. The grade level fees are there. The categories, type, that kind of fees can be set up. And you have some management quota, you can set that. And you can go even up to the individual level also. Say, for example, the standard fee for a particular year for all the students of that category for that particular college, maybe let's say 1 lakh rupee per year. But for one particular student, you want to reduce it to 80,000 rupees. Definitely, it gives an ability to set 80,000 as the fee for that student alone. So that way you have the ability to set up a different fee, both higher and lower, based on the at the student level also. Again, it goes further details on what are the fee schedules. You set up a fee schedule for first year students and then click a button. It will generate the schedule for all the students, when they have to pay, what amount they have to pay, and how should they get the reminders, and so on. Okay, so there is a facility to waive the fee, student fee summary. It goes as much detail as required for the fees module. Okay, we are about 20 minutes into this. I know I'll not be able to cover the entire application in the next 1 hour, but I do want to give an overview of the software. In the meantime, let me confirm, Santosh, um, you're able to see the screen and then you're able to hear the audio, right? Okay, good. Uh, all right. So now this is the fees module, right? So we announced we set up the university, defined the colleges, we defined the application form, we took the admission forms, we evaluated, then we want to grant the admission, right? We have granted, we collected the fees, then you want to enroll the students into the different grades, classes, and all that. So for that, so when you take the admission, you will be taking the admission to somebody, okay, first year computer science, but which section, that is not decided at the time of admission, right? So you would go here and then decide which section you are going to grant the admission to, or move the student to that particular. Okay. So now let's see who are there. Okay, there is only one student. You want to add a set of students, you simply go here, type one by one. Okay, right? Or otherwise, you can simply import a list of all the students who should be getting admission or enrolled into that particular grade and section. So all the formalities of the admissions are completed. And this is only for the academic purpose, right? So we are moving from the administrative function of the admissions, the collection of the fees, maintaining the master data, and so on. Now we are into the core academic function where you are assigning the students to particular sections within that particular college. Here there is a grade section is there, grade batch is there, because you will have, let's take an example of a medical college. Okay, so 200 students are getting admitted. So you divide into four grades, right? 50 students, A, B, C, D you have got. But when it comes to practical, you may have different batches. You may have 10 batches of 20 students each, or you may want to have different batches of, let's say, 100 students each, right? It depends on how you group. Typically, when it comes to the degree college, even A section may have 50, but the batches, A section itself will have A1, A2, A3 like that, right? So maybe 10 batches. So total number of batches in that first year will be about, let's say, 40 batches, but grouped under 4 sections. So the classes are conducted as per the grade and section, but the practicals are conducted as per the grade and batch. Okay, so Easylib provides enough flexibility to manage your schedule, manage your staff assignment, student attendance, the everything as per both grade as well as grade section and as well as the batch. And if you happen to be a school, you can simply manage at the school class level itself. Okay, so there is one more. So this shows the depth we have gone in designing the system. Say, for example, you may have some special courses, right? So you may assign, you may be an engineering college with a regular schedule, but at the same time, you may have a section on, let's say, communication skills, right? So that may not be in any particular to any of the grade section, engineering first year, second year, third year, final. Any students can enroll, but it's a special course actually. So you can again enroll. Okay, this is the institute offer. You can come up with your own grades for that particular course and which is the subject. you can enroll the different students across all your different academic ones and as far as the course is concerned. And if you happen to manage this completely through the courses, as per the new education policy, you can do that also. Because as per the NEP, right, the differentiated in between first semester, second semester, third, fourth, fifth, and is going to go away. It's not going to be that significant because when I get admission, all I know is that I need to complete 40 subjects to get my engineering degree. So NEP gives a complete freedom of which subject I want to take. When in case of, let's say, management, I may choose to study marketing and information technology in the first semester. In the next 2 semesters, I'm going to study about human resource management and let's say the corporate strategy. But my friends may study another 2 subjects in the first year, right? So even though both of may be in the first semester, the subjects he studies will be totally different from the subjects that I study. So that's how, if you want to manage through the courses, absolutely fine. Software gives a complete independence to you on how to manage your organization, how to manage your academic offering based on the courses, grades, schedule, all of that. Okay. So this is the enrollment part. Now comes timetable part, right? So you can get the ability to manage your timetable as per that you want. It starts with, when designing the system, we have put the thoughts like, okay, for one college, first period may be like 9 o'clock. For another college, first period may be, let's say, 9:15, right? Last year, you had your college starting from 8 to 4. It was a schedule was from 8 to 4. But this year, you may have changed it to, let's say, 9 to 5, right? Complete ability to modify, control your academic settings or the class settings is provided by institute, by academic year, including what period you are going to call it as first period, second period, and so on. So you just define in the system, right? So then you build your timetable as per that. If I go here, the timetable, right? The timetable summary, it gives ability to see the timetable for that particular class. Okay. So now if I see here, sample data, so I can even see, okay, by particular staff, I can see. Let me see if there is any data. Okay, I'm not touching anything this year. So if there is any data, it can show here what subject the particular staff is supposed to take. Okay. Then there is a schedule. You can even build a schedule. Actually, what happens is that you build a timetable for 1 week, but your attendance is as per the particular classes, right? So the software gives the ability to define a template, click a button, then it generates the schedule for the next 1 week, 2 week, or 10 weeks, whatever you want. And that once it is scheduled, then you take the attendance as per that. Okay. And even there is an import facility also, because when it comes to this year, right, you are not going to be keying in, you don't have to key in everything from scratch. What you can do is you can simply have your entire last year's timetable put in an Excel format, simply import into Easylib. So the whole thing comes over here. Then after that, you can go and modify that the timetable the way that you wish. Okay. So schedule summary, timetable assignment by staff, the by location, this ensures that there is no duplication and so on. So there is quite a bit of data. Probably I can take a separate session with the good amount of data for the timetable alone. Now coming to the attendance, again it goes deep into that particular attendance part, right? Here itself, the attendance module itself has got about 30 screens here. So again, it gives attendance by grade, section, batch, class-wise, elective level, get the reports, import the attendance. It has got even the interface with the RFID. If you have got the thumb-based the attendance tracking, you can import that data. Or if you want to have those APIs call Easylib and do the real-time update, that is also possible in Easylib system here, including this one-time or import that you desire. Okay. Then the other modules in the academic year, there is an examinations module, there is a quiz module is there is assessment module is there. Let me focus on this learning management. What it means is that you can let me log in as a student and let's use that student how the student sees here. Say, for example, if I am logging in as a student, I click on it. Let me see. I have forgotten the password. Okay, so now I am logged in as one of the students. So now if I want to see, I can go to my studies. So it shows that, okay, what all I am enrolled. I am a, without testing data, I am a first year MBBS student. Parallelly, I am a Easylib 7.2 user. Okay, so now you click on this. It goes, what are the courses that I am supposed to take this? Okay, I am supposed to take this particular training. So now it shows that when you are enrolled as a student, in the Easylib 7.2 application user, these are the courses that you are supposed to attend. Okay, 1, 2, 3 can be 10. For that particular courses, there are different sessions added. Okay, the attendance, admission, these are the different. So now when I click on that, it's going to show that particular module name over here. So now I can go and see the particular video of that the particular module. So we use this our software for tracking, training our own customers actually. So timetable management, when you get a software, when you get Easylib software, right, and you become our customer, you will be able to see the complete demo of using this Easylib timetable management here. So if you see here, right, there is a good amount of data with respect to the timetables fed in already over here. Okay. So software also keeps a track of what courses you have completed, what is that not completed, and so on. Yeah, if you are able to hear, you can see this. Okay, so here you are seeing here the director's report. It shows that, okay, today between this date range, what classes have been conducted, how many are scheduled, and how many actually completed, how many are dropped. So that way you know how is the performance of conducting the sessions in your college. So now we're talking about the lesson plan over here. Okay, so okay, so this is the learning management module over here. Again, the students also have the ability to take the assignments, the quiz and all that assignments. I can see what are the assignments I am supposed to take. I click on it. I see the questions over here. Next assignment, again, see the question. Next assignment, see the questions and so on. Okay, so different assignments. So there is a quiz also. Quiz basically is, okay, these are all quizzes closed. That's why it's not allowing. Otherwise, it would show me a set of questions. With the drop down, I can answer those questions. Okay. And if you happen to be staff, so the staff has a similar equivalent screen saying that, okay, here in the course, you are learning the courses. Here in the staff has the ability to upload the course material here. Okay. So the student login, right? They will see all these features over here. So about me, basic details, my financials, how much fees I am supposed to pay, when I have to pay, how much I have paid and all that. This is the learning man. This is the library portion. What are books I borrowed, when did I borrow, when is it due, favorites and all that you can see here. Studied, we just saw this is the learning management for the student. Staff, this is the staff learning management for the staff we have got. And survey and feedback talks about when the college can take a continuous survey periodically, because this is one of the mandatory requirement as far as NIRF and NAC. You should be conducting the regular feedback and getting the conducting the surveys of your surveys from the students. Okay. You can allow the students to form the different group, let them create the different groups, add the members, conduct the events and so on. So this is the service desk which gives the ability to open the tickets for the students. Contacts and time tracking. So in your college, you will have 100 staff, right? Where the time is going, who is spending on what time, because you know the classes may be okay, only 2 or 3 per day, but the staff is expected to be in the college for 6 or 8 hours, right? Where the time is being spent. So that way you can come up with the new initiatives, track where the time of your staff is going on, so that you are able to effectively utilize your staff timing. So now again, I'm logged in as a student or a faculty. So I am able have the ability to add what all I have done and yesterday, today, what I have done, and how did I spend my 8 hours in the college? Okay, my students. So this is basically the when you assign mentors, some faculty as mentors, right? So they are able to see all the students who are assigned to them for which they are mentors. Similarly, you can have the guardian. So the guardian, the parents have the ability to see the performance of their students here. Okay, today's classes, what am I supposed to attend? Past classes, whatever I have attended so far, which one I have missed, and all that you can see here. Future classes, what's going to come up next? Okay, when is the next class? 10th June. Okay, past classes, what did I attend? So on 5th June, 6th June, MBBS first year A section, anatomy first year theory is completed. So, okay. Of course, this is the mix of the data because the same student enrolled as a student, medical, engineering. So that's why you are seeing all these different mix of the data here. Okay. So, and this is the overall summary of the student's holistic report. Now coming back over here. So this was the learning management system we saw here. You have the ability to even do the course import, material import, and all that thing. Okay. That was the learning management. So quickly moving on to other areas, right? We saw this is something a new one that's coming up, NAC audit timetable. We saw examination. Oh, this goes very deep into conducting the examinations. First 1 hour exams, 3 hour exams, who has been assigned, um, which classrooms you are using, which exam is conducted on what day. You can build a schedule. You can assign the students. You can assign the invigilators, collect the papers, and it goes all the way till you handed over these barcoded answer sheets to your evaluation section. Okay. Then after that, you feed in the marks. You can generate the marks. All of that you can do here, including import of the mark sheets because they have prepared a tabulation of the exam-wise marks. You can import in Easylib. So this was the entire thing. What you are seeing here is related to the um, academic functions. Now moving to the administration, other administrative functions are, let's say there is a placement management. So after the students complete the engineering, or let's say in the third or fourth year, so it could be either a management or an engineering college, you want to invite a lot of companies. So we do have the data of about 900 companies in our system. When you become our customers, we load the data of all the 900 companies that you can keep in touch with them, invite them as your to visit your college, conduct the tests, and offer the students the jobs based on their performance. So here, if you see the student placement data, you can see, okay, there's the company code, visit number, this student employed at so and so company, and this is the CTC. Okay, so if you have the past students data where they are working, you can even import that as well. So this is the placement. Then we have got a transport module that helps you track, okay, which students, let's see here. Okay, let's see. The transport module tells define different stops, routes, assign the students, and build a schedule. It can be even integrated with RFID, where as soon as the student enters the bus, and attendance is marked saying that student has entered the bus. When he goes out, it marks an attendance saying that the student exited out of the bus, and within 5 or 10 minutes, he should have made an entry into the classroom, right? So all of that you can manage here. Okay. So this is the administrative function. Other modules, you can print your ID card, barcode as per the design. Simply you just go here, choose one of the formats. Okay. Um, so um, so I'm trying to generate this. May not be this data may not be there, so that's why it's not generating. Let's see here. Yeah. So you generate this. Yeah, format, you can design your own format for a photo, whether you want the name, address, phone number, what do you want in the back, whether if you want any instructions, you can put anything that you need, you can put here. So I just clicked, I think that's the reason why for an email thing, so I can close that. Okay, so All right. Now going back over here, this was the ID card that I saw. Whether you have the ability to print the barcodes on a A4 sheet paper, you can use it for your library, you can use it for inventory purpose or anything that you need. Okay, batch processing deals with what should happen in the nightly basis. Say, for example, if you want to schedule job that will send the birthday greetings, you can send it. If you new arrivals list in the library, something comes, the students can get a notification saying that in your area of interest, these are the 5 books that have arrived yesterday. So something like that you can get. Okay. So this is the back processing communication with the students. You have the ability to form the different student groups, send them regular communication of the updates. Okay. Then you got course reserve, that's the library function. So you can say, okay, first year MBBS, these are the things. First year B, this subject, these are the new things that I have that they are supposed to study and all that. So this is the course reserve. Then you got the dashboard. You can build your pretty much dashboard the way you like. Student information dashboard. So this is if you have built it as per the library, you can build course reserve, surveys, display board. So all of that you can manage it. So now going down, data quality improvement, software tries to refine your data. So it is with respect to libraries, how many books with no copies, keyword not in catalog. So mass update, mass withdrawal. So whatever you require to improvise your data, you can do that. Display board deals with coming up with the display board, and you can keep uploading the images. It will keep one by one. It keep displaying at your front desk. Okay. So um, the alumni management, donors and alumni, all your alumni you are tracking here, who is working where, how much pledge they have made to give the money to your organization, define the projects, taken all that is possible. So this was alumni. We saw this member, student information, academic management we saw. Then we saw this event management. You can define all your events, different events that you are conducting. When you are conducting, you can take the registration, take the attendance, who is coming and all that. There is a visitor management module over here. Many of the libraries are already using it. At the college, you can use it at the campus level, visitor remote levels. Okay, on a monthly basis, how many people have been visiting your campus? If it happens to be a library, how many people are coming to your library on a daily, weekly basis? Everything can be tracked. And if you have got again RFID based one, it's integrated with the APIs. And if it happens to be through the fingerprint reader, that data can be imported, or you have use real-time integration. Okay, so this one I covered. Now coming to the library portion, again, Easylib is a very in-depth library software. So what we call our campus admission as EasyUMS, and the Easylib is standing for the library portion. So if you see here, many of our customers use the complete Easylib system, which is very easy to use, but at the same time, it's compatible as per the mark. So nowhere you see the mark tags and all that, but at the same time here, if you see, there is a button that says, okay, mark view. It gives the data as per the mark view, because the data is indeed stored in the format of the mark. Okay, so makes it very easy to send the data to different organizations in the mark format. Again, there are a lot of reports here. Again, you can import your data, you can export the data that you like. You can do things like identifying the titles which are similar and then merging them. Say, for example, water supply engineering, there are 52 copies of the book. Probably, all of them you see here, right? This book, this is the title number, subject, same publications, right? So instead of these 42 copies, is 42 different titles, you have one title that has got 42 copies. So you should be able to choose whichever are similar and choose that and say which is the master copy and click on the merge. Things will get merged to that particular title. Okay. So this is quite a few interesting things in Easylib. Again, we have gone, thanks to a lot of our customers who have been providing a lot of inputs. So we have gone very deep in every subject. Circulation is again having another 40 or 50 screens. The first time I have opened, so it's doing the due fine calculation. Digital library, complete institution repository can be built in Easylib format. Easylib over here, Easylib entry by type you are seeing here. So you got so many Easylib, ebooks, faculty publication, handbook, newspaper clippings. So, all of these are, you can add a new book over here. It goes and then simply add that particular book. Okay. And that is searchable in your OPAC. Okay. We covered most of it. Then the next comes is the database maintenance. So basically this gives ability for helping us manage your system much better. So this is our internal use. There is a health check system that we have got that helps you track what is the status of your installation, so that we use it. Database maintenance, health check, SQL reports gives you ability to write the reports which are not already in Easylib. So with that little database knowledge, you will be able to come up with the reports that you like. We will, of course, help you whenever you have any requirement, and that program is not in Easylib, no problem. We'll help you generate it here. Okay. So, yeah, pretty much I have covered. It can go much more details. There is a journal management module that I saw here. So basically what it says is that if you want to get better rating, take the example of Indian Institute of Science, which has got NIRF ranking of #1. IIT Madras #2 or 3. Why? Because they continuously publish their journals, and that gives a significant weightage. So if your organization wants to go to that level, journal publication is one of the things that you should take up. So what you can do here, you define your journal and come up with a journal schedule, come up with what are the issues that you are going to publish, what are the articles you are going to publish. So work with the authors to get the journal articles and neatly come up with manage your journal publication schedule. Come up with a journal and then publish. And we are hopeful it will help you get better rating in the NIRF, as well as academically be more liked organization. Okay, so that was the journal management. Yeah, I think pretty much we covered. I can go further into event finance management that's related to. This is a new module that coming up in future. Okay, so yeah, I'll be happy to take the questions. Either you can type the questions over here, or otherwise you can call me and I will type my phone number here. Okay, I am Yoga Lakshmi BH, working as assistant librarian in New Horizon. Good to have you, madam, over here. Okay.